people aren't lucky. They're just hardworking.
How's it going, dude? And welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, my name is Mario, and if you like what you see so far, feel free to subscribe. We got to interview SANTEA out here in the city of Santa Ana, California in Orange County. Who is SANTEA, you might ask her? If you're not familiar with him, he is an entrepreneur, content creator, influencer, a man that wears many hats, dandy hats. I saw that he was in town, so I shot him a DM, asked him if I could have some of his time while he was visiting Santa Ana, and he agreed. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So from my experience, what I just showed you, never be afraid to send a message to anyone or approach somebody, as long as you do it in a respectful way. Remember that. But without further ado, let's get ready to get out the door to go meet SANTEA. And this was almost kind of like a full circle moment, because a couple months back, I actually did a spec ad for SANTEA's clothing brand, Porfa. And once we made that live and put it out on the internet, he saw it and was actually kind enough to put it on the actual page for the clothing brand. So full circle moment there. And now that the fact that we're gonna get to meet him today was just really awesome. My good friend and cameraman KB actually pulled up to Santa Ana with me as well. Him and I started making our way out to where the meet and greet was being held. And this event was taking place on 4th Street in Santa Ana. It started in the middle of the day on a Saturday, so it was very active. We did end up getting there about an hour early. We saw that there was a lot of supporters in line already, so Santa Ana really showed out. Orange County in general showed out today to show a lot of support. And I know I didn't get this on camera, but a lot of people that I actually met in line had some really cool things to say about him, whether it was from his TikToks, his skits, or his YouTube videos. Something that they all mentioned or along the lines of was that he was just such a huge inspiration to those who come from a first-gen immigrant family, because in his content he wasn't really afraid to show that he came from that background as well. So a lot of the people that came were just saying that they really wanted to give him his flowers and just say thank you. So that was really cool. The fact that anybody could have came for a million other reasons, but the fact that they came to say thank you was just really cool to see, and how one person can make such a huge difference. Just a warning, I structure my questions really horribly, so I apologize in advance. Okay, but here we go.
I saw your video, bro. Your Porfa video with the Junior H song. I was like, dang, this kid's talented.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, you do good work.
So many people can relate to your guys' content, whether it be like the parties. I don't, not to get deep or anything or personal, but just for like immigration and stuff like that. A lot of people can see you as a reference point, you know, because a lot of kids are
relatable.
Yeah,
a lot of people go through it, you know. So it's something beautiful to be able to show that you can get past the struggle. You know, it's possible. Shit, the USA is the land of opportunity. Like it or not, you feel me? My parents came into this country and they didn't have all the benefits that citizens do, but you know, the kids can do it because they were born here. Even if you weren't, there's, you know, a lot of opportunity for you to grow here. So best of luck to all the people out there, man. You know it's possible, bro. One day you're sitting in your bed working at Home Depot, the next you're having a meet and greet in Santa Ana with hundreds of people. So
with this being now the second in-person event where we can get Porfa, are we going to see anything in the future regarding an actual physical store, or are we just going to stick to events like this?
For sure. Going to be doing a lot of stuff in 2025. I don't know about a physical store. I want it to be accessible to everybody, but I think my first physical store, if I do have one, would probably be in Houston, just because that is my hometown. So shout out to Houston. I know y'all feel like I don't show y'all a lot of love. It's just because I got something big waiting for Houston. You know, I want, whenever something happens in Houston, I want it to be huge. So Houston, if you feel like I'm not showing you love, it's coming. I
talked to the Chicos Toxicos, I talked to Chucho, and I asked all of them regarding the drop with Zoomies. Porfa, I know we have Sad Boys in there already in Los Hills, if I'm not mistaken. How soon can we see Porfa in Zoomie stores? They already gave me their answer, but I just want to see where you are on that page.
It's just more of a corporate thing. You know, it's kind of hard to get a homegrown brand into a company like that. So, you know, it's always in the works. It's a lot of back and forth. But God willing, you know, hopefully we have it in 2025, 2026, so you guys can go cop it in Zoomies.
Now for a more personal question on your end, do you watch the Marvel movies by any chance?
I do.
So you know how Thanos gets his Infinity Stones to, you know, get to the next level? May I ask you, what are your Infinity Stones that you've collected in these past years, or that you want to collect to solidify the entity of being like the ultimate entertainer on where you want to go next, such as like acting, making a charity, or just hosting more events? Like, what are your Infinity Stones that you want to collect?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, the ones that I've collected so far already, the biggest one that I wanted to do was get my parents out of apartments, which was buy a house, bought a house. It was give back to my family. I've given back as much as I could. Their immigration status, I was able to get my parents both legal, I don't know if it's residency or what they got going on. Lawyer handles it, but they're good to be in the U.S. without fear. So their legal status is now okay in the U.S. So the last two that I have left would be 1 million on YouTube and 1 million on Instagram. Because I got the millions on TikTok, but you know, YouTube and Instagram's a little harder. So those are the last two that I want, to be honest. Like social media wise and life wise, those are the last two. So I'm like 2 away from being like completed. But you know, we're working every day for it.
Going back to you being the reference point for a lot of younger creators and a lot of first-gen Mexican Americans, what is a consejo or some advice that you can give to a student in college or someone going into a new field of work? What is some advice you can give them for day by day and for the long run, if you don't mind me asking?
Just for a regular person not pursuing social media, just general advice would just be stay persistent, don't get discouraged. You know, you see people doing better than you. You might not be where you want to be yet, but just trust in God's timing. Eventually, when it's your time, it'll be your time, and you'll just see that skyrocket. Whenever it's your time, you know, be patient, stick to it. Hardworking people aren't lucky; they're just hardworking, you know.
And I think that wraps up the interview. Thank you so much,
Bro,
SANTEA.
nice to meet you. I saw you in line, bro, and I was like, man, I gotta get my boy his interview real quick.
Thank you for giving us the time of day. I know you didn't have to do this, but out of the kindness of your heart, dude, thank you so much.
No worries, bro.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
Likewise.
Feel free to stick around, bro. I'm gonna just get to meeting people.
Huge shout out to SANTEA. He was extremely generous to let me cut the line and get a few words in with him because I know a lot of people didn't have enough time that I did. So extremely grateful for that. Shout out to all the other people back out in Houston and all throughout Southern California that are, you know, trying to make it happen, whether it's like content creation, work, school, so on and so forth. As long as you're working hard, you can make it happen. Before some of you guys start saying, dude, this guy is glazing, like, why is he so obsessed? Why is this guy writing him so much? As someone who's started off doing content creation not too long ago, you need reference points. You know, in a way, seriously, you got to look up to some people and points of references, whether that's how you want to lay out your foundation, what kind of videos you want to post. And that's why I really wanted to make this video. And I also wanted to make this video for other people that want to also start creating their own artwork, starting that next project, or even content creation of any kind. I just want the people that see this video to walk away with something that they didn't have beforehand. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. And if you liked what you saw, please leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. That would be the best way to support the channel right now. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and God bless. Bye.